Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Now when planning a trip to Las Vegas, we know that for many of us it is very important to be mindful of our budget. So in today's episode, we're going to take you to 5 different Las Vegas breakfasts for only $20 or less. So stick around for this affordable episode of James and Paul Try It All. If you're enjoying the content that you see on our channel, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell to stay up to date with notifications for more budget tips when traveling in Las Vegas. First up, we're headed to an awesome spot that is loved by Vegas budget gurus, and that is La Salsa Cantina over at the Planet Hollywood Miracle Mile Shops. Let's get going.
Are you ready, Freddie?
I am so ready for this. Let's go get some La Salsa Cantina.
Let's do it. I'm hungry.
So hungry. So as we're walking to La Salsa Cantina, it looks like a dead end right here. However, what's really funny is I neglected to see the sign.
There's more ahead.
They really tore that area up. I'm excited though for the new food hall.
It doesn't even look like it did just a few months ago.
No.
I'm so thrown off.
There, and I was so thrown off by it.
We still have a new food hall to review in a few months. I'm hoping that they continue the trend of cheap eats that the Miracle Mile shops are known for.
And I'm really hoping that that's going to be a thing. Alrighty guys, before we head in and grab our first breakfast, let's give you a rundown of how this is going to work. Paul and I are going to grab 2 entrees from every breakfast spot that we visit in this video. Now, the first entree is going to be the cheapest entree on the menu, under $20. The second entree will be the closest to $20 without going over. I think the price is right in this scenario. So if it's $19.99, that still counts. Now that's out of the way, I'm starving. Let's head inside and grab our first breakfast. All right, we placed our order for our food and we decided to go with the $6.99 breakfast special, which is 2 eggs, choice of bacon or sausage, and you get breakfast potatoes and tortillas. Now that is a great deal compared to everything on the strip. Now coming closest to the $20 limit, we decided to go with the steak and eggs. A carne asada steak served with eggs and your choice of tortillas. I cannot wait. Cheers. Now, it wouldn't be a Vegas breakfast without a little bit of a cocktail, wouldn't it? So we went with the Paloma Mezcal, which is going to be, of course, grapefruit juice and a little mezcal. It's got a little bit of a Tajín rim. I love a Paloma, and that's delightful. Ooh, smoky. I love mezcal. That's good. This was $5.99, so not the cheapest cocktail, but also definitely not the most expensive. Cheers. Now, one thing I really love about this cocktail is not just the price, because where else are you going to find a $5.99 cocktail on the strip? But it's rimmed with Tajín, and it has some of the best smoky flavor. As a huge fan of mezcal cocktails, this just hits the spot. Alrighty guys, our food has just arrived, so starting off with the cheapest entree option, we've got the breakfast special with 2 eggs. We chose sausage, and then of course comes with breakfast potatoes and tortillas. We went with flour tortillas. Let's go ahead and tuck in and see how it is. I'm gonna grab myself a tortilla. Excuse me, I forgot. We went with corn tortillas on this one. It's still early. I'm still waking up. I'm gonna make myself a cute little breakfast taco. There we go. Load that bad boy up. We got some of these crispy looking breakfast potatoes as well. For $6.99, this seems like a pretty solid deal. Eggs, potatoes, meat, tortilla. I mean, this is a breakfast I'd eat at home, to be honest. Paul often makes breakfast like this. So, cheers, nice little breakfast taco. That sausage is yummy. For $6.99, can't go wrong. That's delightful. Eggy, the eggs are perfectly cooked. They're not overcooked, they're not wet. Potatoes, lightly seasoned, not like an explosion of flavor, but crispy, delightful. Tortilla is nice and warm and soft. Can't complain. So for the closest to $20 option, we went with the steak and eggs. Now I just want to say, this steak is pretty thick, and for a breakfast steak, that looks delightful. We asked for a medium rare. It comes served with the breakfast potatoes. We have some flour tortillas, and we have 2 eggs, which I always order sunny side up. So let's go ahead and start with this steak. And for medium rare, that's a perfect cook. That is actually a really perfect cook. Love the grill marks. For $18.99, that is a juicy steak. It is well seasoned. I'm actually quite happy with it. And the cook was perfect. Perfect medium rare. Let's try some of these potatoes. They're not bad potatoes. They're perfectly cooked. They pair well with the bell pepper and looks like onion inside. So they're perfect breakfast potatoes. But definitely add some salt and pepper if you want a little bit of seasoning. We have our sunny side eggs here. There we go. That's a perfect sunny side egg. So for $18.99, this is a very cheap and affordable option that is actually of a decent quality right here on the Las Vegas Strip. Now stay tuned as we show you more places where you can find an amazing breakfast. Now, due to a limited shooting schedule, we are actually headed for a second breakfast at Blondie's.
We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast?
Conveniently right across from La Salsa Cantina. So let's go check them out and see what we can find that's affordable.
Alrighty guys, we just got sat at Blondie's. We have ordered our 2 entrees. I've also ordered a Bloody Mary. They've got Bloody Mary specials for $1.99 Monday through Friday, which frankly is a killer deal for a bloody fan like me. I'm excited. That's one of the best cocktail deals in Vegas. So we're gonna be enjoying the Blondie's breakfast special, which is eggs, bacon, crispy potatoes for $5.99. And then as well as the Loco Moco, which is going to be the closest to $20 at $17.99. If you've never seen or had Loco Moco, you're in for a treat.
So for those of you watching, you do not know that I absolutely hate Bloody Marys. However, I just gave this one a sip. It's actually not as revolting as I thought it would be.
Now, as someone who absolutely loves Bloody Marys, I think it's a pretty darn good one, especially for $1.99. That's a killer price. One thing I really like though, and this I've seen it before, but it's not super common, they put a peppercini in there as a garnish, and it just tastes so good. You actually get a little bit of that peppercini flavor when you take a sip. Mwah! Love it. I want pepperoncinis in all my Bloody Marys now.
So I went with the Blondie's $5.99 breakfast special, and that includes 2 eggs, 2 bacon, and breakfast potatoes. We're gonna start here with these breakfast potatoes. They look nice and crispy, pleasantly fried, pleasantly crispy. They even have little bell peppers. Let's take some of this bacon. Now I can definitely tell the bacon was cooked perfectly crisp. It's not too soft, not too firm. I will say on the bacon, it was cooked perfectly. Let's get on to these eggs. We always order our eggs sunny side up. That's a runny egg, but it's delicious and it's perfect. Now for $5.99, this definitely hits the spot. So if you're here at the Miracle Mile shops, this is the perfect thing to order. So come on out to Blondie's and check it out.
All right, guys, for our other entree, we went with the Loco Moco. Now, this was $17.99, keeping under the $20 limit that we've got on this video here. Now, Loco Moco is going to be a bed of rice, a beef patty, fried egg, and brown gravy. If you've never had Loco Moco before, this is a really unique, interesting breakfast. I love it, and I'm really excited to dig in. That brown gravy smells fantastic. I'm literally salivating in the mouth. Let's get a nice chunk of beef, some white rice, some gravy. That's good. Let's break up that egg a little bit. It's not as runny as the sunny side up eggs, but still got a little yolk. A little green onion in there too, okay. That is yummy though. Super filling breakfast. All in all, solid choice for the Loco Moco. Cheers.
Okay, so this is my first time having Loco Moco, and I need to say, where has this been all my life? Like, this is the perfect breakfast option. Rice, eggs, beef patty. Where have you been all my life? Seriously, the Hawaiians are onto something here. This is so good.
So good.
All right, so we just finished our breakfast at Blondie's, and I just want to say one thing. If you are in your 30s and a millennial, you will love the music and vibe here. This place was designed for us as millennials, and I cannot be happier. Another thing I want to add on is just how affordable this breakfast was compared to other options on the Las Vegas Strip. Our bill did not come to anything over 30 bucks. Plus tip, about 35. Where else are you going to find that on the Las Vegas Strip? food quality was also up to par. And we're picky people, so for them to please us, they did an awesome job.
Because the service was fantastic. The food came out quick. Our server was amazing. The Bloody Marys were awesome. I'm a little buzzed. All in all, we had a great second breakfast at Blondie's, and I think we're going to be returning there real soon.
The next morning.
And for stop number 3 in today's video, we are here at Siegel's Bagelmania, which is just north of the Wynn and Encore. Let's go ahead and have some breakfast, see what we can get for under $20. Oh my God, they have vintage sodas. I am a sucker for these things.
Like green apple jalapeno, mustard flavor.
Might have to try some.
Dog drool. Alrighty guys, we are at our table here at Siegel's Bagelmania. We placed our order for the cheapest entree, under $20. That's gonna be the old school bagel which is your standard bagel breakfast sandwich. We got it on everything bagel with sausage, but you also have a choice of bacon or ham. And that also includes 2 fried eggs and melted cheddar cheese. Now for the most expensive, but still under $20 entree, we went with the breakfast. Now this is a Jewish deli, so the breakfast is gonna include 2 classic or mixed berry blintzes, 2 latkes, noodle kugel, sour cream, and cherry applesauce. We went with the mixed berry because frankly that just sounds delicious. But we also have ordered a shake. Siegel's Bagelmania is brought to you by the same folks who also bring you Pink Box Donuts. So the Pink Velvet Shake is going to be a strawberry ice cream shake blended with a Pink Box Pink Lady Donut, whipped cream, and sprinkles. That sounds delicious. We're excited. Don't go anywhere. Food should be arriving shortly.
So our shake has just arrived, and this is the Pink Velvet Shake. It has a Pink Box Pink Lady Donut and strawberry ice cream, topped with whipped cream and sprinkles. You know, if you saw our donut video, you know that I was criticizing Pink Box for being a little too sweet. I'm gonna actually say this is a pretty balanced shake. It's just sweet enough without being overtly sweet. I'm actually in love with this shake. Let me go ahead and take a little bite of this donut though, because I have not had their Pink Lady donut. Now, as you can clearly see right here, this is a cake donut. So I think I actually prefer the Pink Box cake donut over the raised. It's not too sweet. It's just right. Go ahead and give this a taste, James.
So now my turn to try the shake, and then we're gonna dig into our breakfast that just arrived. I'm gonna start with the donut first. Now, I love the strawberry shake. That's pretty good. It's actually surprisingly kind of light. And Paul's right, it's not like saccharinely sweet. It's not gonna give you a toothache, but I probably could go on and on all day about this shake. Instead though, let's try our breakfast.
So it's my turn to start with a cheaper breakfast option, which was the old school bagel sandwich. Now we went with an everything bagel. We went with sausage, cheese, and egg. Let's go ahead and tuck in. Now I just want to say I love everything bagels. The seasoning on this everything bagel is just perfect. It's everything I want in an everything bagel.
Everything you said?
Everything, yes. You got the sesame seed, you got the poppy seed, you got the onion. And the onion flavor comes through nicely. And then it's when you toast that bagel, you got the nice little toasted onion flavor. Now, a breakfast sandwich has always just been my favorite thing to have. So I'm quite happy with this.
Alrighty guys, we are going to try the breakfast, which is again, as we said, 2 blintzes. We went the mixed berry. We got the noodle kugel, we got the latkes, the sour cream, and the cherry applesauce. I am going to start with, I don't know where I started. It all looks so delicious. I guess I got to start with the blintz. So let's cut in. Oh, it's so soft and pillowy. Get a little bit of mixed berry on there. I love a blintz. And it's not something I get to eat too often. That's delightful. The berries are tart yet sweet. The blintz is pillowy soft, cooked perfectly. The filling is cheesy and light. Let's try a little bit of the noodle kugel. I have not had noodle kugel in years because weirdly enough, I don't think I recall seeing it on any of the Jewish delis at home. Simple, carby, delicious. So we don't waste any more time, let's tuck into the lockets with a little bit of the applesauce here, and just to keep things traditional, a little bit of sour cream. You know, I'll be honest, I'm not normally a sour cream and vodka guy that often. I go with applesauce all the way. I understand why the sour cream's a thing, but let's do the traditional way. The latke has a beautiful, just wonderful natural flavor developed from just the frying process, whereas the sour cream adds a little bit of bite and creaminess to it. The applesauce is tart and sweet. All in all, pairs beautifully together. This is a great breakfast, especially if you enjoy these wonderful Jewish delicacies, because where else can you get things like this? You're definitely not going to get this at your local Denny's. I'm already firmly in camp Siegel's Bagelmania, and this is a great option for breakfast. Now again, this was $18.95, but there were so many options under $18.95 on the menu. The bagel, which was $12.95, both of which completely affordable for Vegas. So I think this is an excellent spot if you're looking for an affordable breakfast. Don't go anywhere. We still have 2 more spots coming your way.
All right, everyone. Next up on our list of affordable breakfasts, we've got America at New York, New York. Let's head on inside and have some breakfast.
Alrighty guys, we have just sat down here at America. We've placed our order and continuing the trend, we've ordered the cheapest full entree, which is going to be a garden egg white omelet, I believe for $12.95. We've ordered the most expensive entrees, well, entree was still staying under $20, which is going to be the steak and eggs. And because we're gluttons, we may have also ordered some pancakes at a very affordable $11.95. But we didn't really consider pancakes to be a full entree because it's just pancakes. That being said, I've also got some beverages, and in the true ADD fashion, I've got a beverage to hydrate, a beverage to caffeinate, and a beverage to inebriate. I'm going to enjoy my drinks, and then we'll be back with some breakfast very shortly.
All right, so we are starting off breakfast here with the closest breakfast to $20, and that's going to be the steak and eggs. Now, none of the breakfasts here are actually over $20. They are all under. Now, this was $18.95, so we're going to go ahead and dig into this steak. I can definitely tell it's a nice medium rare. That's a delightful breakfast steak. It's seasoned perfectly, has nice grill marks on it, and perfect medium rare cook. It's not bad, though, for what it is. And for the price, $18.95 for steak and eggs, that's not a bad deal. Let's try these eggs. We always get our eggs sunny side up. Now, the best thing about this breakfast is that you can get your choice of toast with it. I decided to go with rye because nothing says New York, New York than the rye toast. So let's go ahead here and dip some of that rye bread into that yolk. I'm going to say it's definitely your standard diner rye bread. It's so good though. It's perfect for breakfast. It hits the spot. Let's go ahead here with these hash browns. Now, I want to say one thing about these hash browns is that they are crisped perfectly. You can see the nice little brown on the outside. That's a decent hash brown. For $18.95, this is a great deal.
All right, guys, and for the cheapest full entree, we went with the garden egg white omelet, which, if I remember correctly, was $12.95. Anyway, this looks like it's got some spinach, mushroom, tomato, onion, and of course, egg whites. It looks delightful. Weirdly enough, I'm not normally an egg white omelet kind of guy. Yeah, go figure. That being said, it's not that I don't enjoy it, and I love veggie omelet. So let's get a nice little bite and see how it tastes. I didn't even need to chew that before I'm like, oh, well, that's good. I love a veggie omelet. It's just such a bright flavor. It's seasoned well. There's some herb in there. Spinach is good. How long am I sharing this? But also, I kind of want to eat the whole thing myself. Got a little bit of sourdough toast here. Nice and buttery. That's pretty good. I wish it had a little bit more sourness to it, but it's not bad. Now, I'm going to tuck into the hash browns. I love hash browns. Crispy exterior, that soft, chewy potato center. Yeah, melts in your mouth. For the cheapest menu option here, $12.95. Toast, omelet, hash browns, great way to start the day.
Now, no breakfast is complete without having some pancakes. Now, obviously, we wanted to showcase also the pancakes because it is technically one of the cheapest options. But for pancakes here, it doesn't really come with all the sides and offerings. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead here and try these pancakes, which, if you don't know anything about us and breakfast, we like to order an entree and then get some pancakes on top of it. So for $11.95, getting 4 pancakes, that's not a bad deal. Let's go ahead and try some of these pancakes with the syrup. These are your classic buttermilk dino pancakes that just kind of have that usual feel that you would get at any type of diner. And I could see James reaching the fork in there, grab some pancakes.
I can't wait. I love pancakes.
I mean, they're great, and it's a great part of any type of meal that you're having for breakfast. I always see pancakes as more of just the add-on. So for us, we decided to just go with steak and eggs, omelet, pancakes. We've got a whole breakfast here for probably under $50 total.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dig into all this before we hit stop number 5. So stay tuned. We have more breakfast coming.
And just like that, my friends, we are now on to stop number 5 for our affordable breakfast in Las Vegas for under $20. Today we'll be visiting Maxie's here at the Linq Promenade. Known for their fun and highly Instagrammable entrees, we are very excited to check this out and to make it our last stop on this video. Let's head inside and get some breakfast. Alrighty folks, we've just been sat down here at Maxie's. We've got our coffee, the sweet, sweet nectar of life, especially on day 6 of a 7-day Las Vegas trip. That being said, we've already placed our order, so food will be out in a few moments, but we've continuing the trend. I've ordered the cheapest full entree on the menu, which is going to be the breakfast sandwich, and we're also ordering the California Benedict box. I'm excited to see this. Just don't go anywhere. Alrighty folks, our breakfast just came out and I gotta say that was super quick. I swear we ordered, blinked, and then the food arrived, which I love because I'm hungry. I'm gonna start with the California Benedict box, which is essentially like a quarter loaf of bread filled with all the Benedicty goodness. We've got some onions, some avocado, some poached eggs, hollandaise sauce. I think I'm just gonna cut right down the middle diagonally because I'm difficult like that. Oh my God, that poached egg gooiness going everywhere. That looks so good. All right. This is a gooey mess. I'm not complaining. I just hope I don't get it on my shirt. First off, delightful. I never thought I would actually appreciate a Benedict with just like straight up white bread, but it's good. The spinach is perfectly cooked. The mushrooms add a bit of umami. The poached egg is just unbelievably perfect. The hollandaise is nice and tangy. For just under $20, this is not a bad breakfast, and it looks to be incredibly filling.
So I went with the cheaper option, which is going to be the breakfast sandwich. Now, this was $17.95, so in the realm of things, we're still under our $20. That being said, this breakfast sandwich looks to be your standard breakfast sandwich with scrambled egg. You can have your eggs any style, sausage, and cheese on Texas toast. Now this is going to be just your standard breakfast sandwich. I'm not going to say that it's particularly mind-blowing or special, but I will give it this. This is a great option for $17.95 because it's also paired with some breakfast potatoes. Let's give those a taste. Those potatoes are crisp nicely. So if you're looking for something that's under $20 here on the Las Vegas Strip and you just want a simple breakfast, go with this breakfast sandwich. It's a great option.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap up here at Maxie's, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment to discuss our final thoughts on the 5 different spots that we visited in this video and decide where we thought was our favorite breakfast and where was our least favorite breakfast. We'll be right back. Well, I gotta say, it's been fun having all these breakfasts here in Las Vegas. We've got to check out 5 different locations for affordable breakfast, and we definitely have a few thoughts.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Let's start with our least favorite of the 5 breakfasts.
For me, that's going to actually be Maxie's, and it's not that it was bad in any way. It was really good.
Yeah.
But it was very standard, and their cheapest option was $17.95.
I agree with Paul completely. It was basic. However, if you're staying at the Linq or you're near the Linq Promenade and you want an affordable breakfast,
It's a great option.
It's a good option. That being said, I don't think I would go out of my way to go back to Maxie's. Let's talk about our favorite option.
Okay, this one is probably hands down going to be Siegel's Bagelmania.
Absolutely. We are in firm agreement. Siegel's Bagelmania takes the cake out of these 5 options. They were clearly the best. Not only was the food delicious, it was affordable. There was so many different options to choose from, and the service was unparalleled. So that being said, we want to congratulate Siegel's as taking the #1 spot here. Coming in second, I think we'd probably go Blondie's.
Yeah, Blondie's.
For the sheer value and quality as well as the service.
Quality, plus, it was my first time having Loco Moco, so that was
I know,
so good.
couple firsts on this video
Yeah, there
for
were
you.
quite a few firsts.
La Salsa Cantina comes in #3, again, because of value, service, quality of food.
And that steak.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And the Palomas. #4, we coming in with America. Good, classic, standard breakfast diner type food. There was not a single thing on that menu that was over $20. All in all, each of these options I think would make a great breakfast choice for you on your next Vegas vacation, and we highly encourage checking any of them out.
And I mean, in a day of rising costs and inflation, who doesn't want an affordable breakfast?
Exactly. And really, breakfast is important here in Vegas, especially if you're waking up hungover. So that being said, folks, as always, if you've enjoyed today's video, be sure and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released.
We have vlog episodes every Saturday and Slot Play Sunday on Sundays.
As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. You folks are the star of the show and the whole reason why we keep doing this. So until next week, have a great one.